If you've been hodling crypto, if you're a crypto holder and you're trying to get rich, you're buying because you're going to escape the matrix and build your dream life, eventually, it's probably not working out so well for you. It probably has not turned out the way you thought. Maybe you've lost money, or you're not in profit, or you didn't sell at the right time. And this is the biggest problem that all these crypto investors are making, is that they are not actually making money. That is the biggest problem that they have, is that they are not profitable. They're not making money. And there's a couple things to this, but it is never going to work out for you unless you change these couple few things that I'm about to tell you guys. If you are somebody that is hodling crypto, and let's just, for ease of conversation, let's say that it's Bitcoin. If you're hodling your Bitcoin, do I believe that one day you will be in crazy, massive profit? Yes. I think it is one of the greatest assets you can hold. But if you are looking to create your dream life, if you're looking to change your life, it's not going to happen just off of Bitcoin alone, because you run into this dilemma. The dilemma is to live your dream life, you have to sell some of that Bitcoin. Normally, right? You have to sell that Bitcoin. And then now you have to make a couple decisions. One, did you sell it at the right time? Hang on, I gotta shift to 7th. Did you sell the Bitcoin at the right time? Are you going to buy back in to Bitcoin at the right time? Are you going to sell it again at the right time? It's this problem that everyone faces, and they end up waiting too long for the dips, and they miss it, and then they FOMO in too high at the top, and then they get screwed. It is something that destroys these investors, whether it comes to Bitcoin or something even crazier. And that's the other problem. All these guys, whether you are an investor, and again, that's not going to give you the life that you're looking for today. And if you're a trader and you're trying to achieve your dream life day one, or with every trade you're trying to make your dream life, you're trying to buy a new car with every trade, you're taking crazy shit. First off, it's taking your freedom away. Second off, most traders don't actually win. And they don't actually make money long term. Go check the IRS website. They're not fucking profitable. And the 1% that are, it's not telling you whether it's $100 or $1,000 or 100,000. Okay? Are there people that can be successful? Yes. Is that me? Probably not. Is that you? Probably not as well. So if neither one is going to give you your dream life, what do you do? What do you do? How can you use crypto to create the reality that you want for yourself, to actually give you the dream life that you're looking for? And that's going to be with DeFi. And I'll tell you exactly why. Hodling is not the worst thing you can do, especially if you're actually smartly DCAing in at good low prices. And if you even DC out a little bit, if you DCA out a little bit at the top when Bitcoin is getting FOMO'd into by everyone, you can make a meaningful income, and you can change your life pretty fast that way. I'm not going to knock that off. If you're doing this with meme coins and shitters, it is never going to work out for you. Those downswings are going to destroy 80 to 90% of your portfolio, and a lot of you guys since October may have learned that in real time. But again, even if you're sticking with the safe assets, the problem is people look at Bitcoin and they're like, wow, a 2x is not going to change my life. Let's say you ride that from 60 back to 125K. If you have $10,000, that's going to turn it into 20. That's not exactly going to give you the freedom you're looking for, whether it pans out or not. If you say you only had $10,000 in Bitcoin right now, and it goes to 600,000, well, now you have 100K, which if that's your first time touching 100K, you may be just overjoyed by that, but you're going to realize very quickly that that's not going to get you the dream life that you're looking for. Is that going to help and make things easier? Yes, 100%. But that's a couple years rent maybe paid for. It can ease a lot of uncertainty in your life. But what I'm going to teach you is how you can monetize your Bitcoin to get that rent paid for immediately. This is how you create your dream life with crypto. You go the HODL route. You're buying your safe assets, your quality assets. They're gonna win for sure over time. If that's just Bitcoin for you, cool. If that's Bitcoin and ETH, cool. If you're going down the risk spectrum and you got Solana, you got Sui, fuck it. If you got XRP in that bitch, who am I to tell you not to have the XRP? My objective is not to tell you what coins to buy. My objective is to tell you how you can make the most of the situation of the portfolio that you already have. And the way you do that is by monetizing those assets. Because what that does is it creates cash flow. And with that cash flow being created, you create cash flow off your portfolio. That gives you an immediate result, and it starts to change your life day one. You use that cash flow to change your life day one. And this is the only way that you will get tangible results every single day. You're no longer worried about price direction, price action. You're not checking the charts every day. You're not checking if Bitcoin's up 5% or down 5% or up 20 or down 30. It no longer matters. It depegs you from the day-to-day price appreciation or depreciation to where you can be congruent and live with your long-term vision and long-term conviction in these assets. And the whole time, you're creating an income and a cash flow off of these assets along the way. It is absolutely beautiful, and it's the best thing you can do for your portfolio. And so let's say you have $50,000 of crypto. $50,000. If you're throwing that into DeFi, you're creating an income, and let's say you're making 10% a month off that. That 10% a month is going to bring you $5,000 of cash flow off of the crypto you're already holding day one. Day one getting it started. And when you get started, you should start small and then scale up. Because once you see it working with $100, all you gotta do is scale up to the 50 grand, and then boom, now you're cooking, making 5K a month. So you should always start slow and learn exactly what it is you're doing. But the point is still valid. To where that 50K, if you were to just sell that 50K today, that's not going to change your life. That's only going to go so far. You can buy a car, you can buy a truck, you can pay rent for a year or two. It's only going to go so far. If you use that 50K and you monetize it and you're able to make, let's just say worst case, you're making $2,500 a month, 5% a month, you're making $2,500 a month, that pays for your rent every month forever. If you go somewhere like Thailand that we just got back from, that's paying for your whole lifestyle. With $2.5 to $3K a month, you're living like a freaking king out there. If you're not living like a complete psycho, spending way more than you make. And this is what actually changes your life, is the cash flow. Your life is not going to change just buying Bitcoin, and then now what? Now you're sitting there just poking it with a stick, like do something. Why are we still at 60K? Or maybe even worse, you bought at 125 and you said, do something. And it fucking nuked to 60. Well, good job, bro. Thanks. You really fucked all of us there with that. But even through that downswing, you're printing cash flow to then be able to choose, are you buying more assets and compounding with that cash flow, which is truly, especially at now's prices, the best thing I think you can do for your portfolio. The best thing I truly believe that you can do. When the market's hot, you can be taking that income and stacking stable coins, stacking gold reserves, buying stuff to avoid inflation, or lend out the USDC, make some income off of the USDC while you're waiting, and wait for a better opportunity, whether that's a stock market crash, or to get into real estate, or to buy the dip on crypto, or to actually then at that point take some out into your lifestyle and spend it. Because we're all gonna freaking die, guys. And so you're gonna sit there, be hodling your Bitcoin forever and be questioning when to sell it, and then you wish you sell it, and then you're wishing you bought more in hindsight. When if you just get started with DeFi, you're printing income every day, you'll be buying low, you'll be selling high, you're doing all of this stuff automatically, you're cash flowing every day, you're getting the lifestyle improvements you want off of your portfolio because it's printing you money. And it takes out all the questioning. You set wide ranges, you set rules for your portfolio, you set up systems. You click the link down below, you work with me, we set up these systems together, and then you start just getting the results. And it gives you the freedom you're looking for, location freedom, time freedom. Just cash flow is freedom. You buy all that Bitcoin, you put the only $100,000 in your name, the only $10,000 in your name into Bitcoin, nothing changes day one except now you have some Bitcoin. And now you need it to do something, or your life's not going to change. You take that Bitcoin you invested and you work with me, or you just learn DeFi on your own, because you can do it on your own too. Don't make any mistakes. Go slow, spend the time to actually learn and figure it out, but you get started to make cash flow, and then that initial buy is now paying you every single day. In the same way that it would not be smart for me to just buy a house and let it sit there. Now I'm just paying a mortgage. What the fuck is that? Why am I doing that? If I buy the house and then I rent it out as a rental property and I'm making an income, that is now a productive asset for me. It's no longer a liability. I think, and I personally believe, Even if you're just buying a home to live in, if you're just living in it, that's a liability, not an asset. I believe that. That's my stance. If you don't agree with me, let me know in the comments. It's truly my belief. Get it working for you. Get some roommates, get somebody, pay some rent on that. If not, live in an apartment. It's more flexible. It can sometimes be more affordable, but it's gonna give you more freedom, because for me, that's what I want, is freedom. The ability to then move, to then travel, to go somewhere else. If you're in a 30-year mortgage, good luck with that shit, because you're not gonna get out of that very easily. When I'm buying a property to cash flow, it's a completely different game. That is a business asset. It's not a liability. That's an asset, an income producing asset. And that's what I want for you guys is Bitcoin. I believe Bitcoin is an asset. I believe it's one of the best performing assets that will make you filthy rich over time. But if you learn to monetize it along the way, you will, one, compound those earnings and get even more Bitcoin you thought was possible, and get unimaginably freaking rich one day when Bitcoin is just blasting to the moon. And you're not going to be sitting there kicking yourself in the butt going, I wish I bought more, because your Bitcoin was buying more Bitcoin for you the whole entire time. You're going to be kicking yourself in the rear if you don't do this. And you're just sitting there hodling, hoping for magical price appreciation one day, when I am depegged from price. I don't care. I make money if we go sideways. I make money if we go down. I make money if we go up. And I want that for each and every single one of you too. And it comes from learning this. This is the only way to actually win for sure in crypto. If you buy Bitcoin and you just hold it, you will win for sure over time eventually, and then you have to time out when you're selling it. And then I would advise that you're honestly never selling it, and you just borrow against it if you do want to take some profit out. But you take it a step further and you monetize that income. You monetize those assets, you borrow against those assets, and you monetize that. And you create this infinite flywheel that pays you every single day and gives you the actual freedom that you're looking for in your life. That's what changes the game. I'm not trading. It's not another full-time job. It's about as passive as it gets after you get through the learning curve up front and you learn the game and you just get started and you set this thing up, and then me and my students, you're checking once a week. If you want to check every night watching Netflix, you can. If you want to check on Sundays like me and Grant, you can. If you want to check at the end of the month only and you have nice wide ranges set, that's the beautiful thing, is that you can. And it's passive. It's as passive as it can be. Nothing's truly passive. You've already put the work in to buy the assets. Now put them to work and let them work for you. And that's going to give you the life that you're looking for. Run your business on chain. Run it like a business, a crypto business on the blockchain. Get paid every single day. Put your assets to work, and that's going to give you the life that you're looking for day freaking one. At the end of the first month, you're sitting on a bag of a couple $1,000s in fees generated. You're like, what have I been doing this whole freaking time? And that's the game. That is the game. Don't freaking quit, guys. Keep working. Listen, keep working. Keep your income up. Stack more assets, and then put those assets to work for you to stack even more assets. And guys, the way this system compounds over time is absolutely life-changing. If you want help, watch the Mastermind videos. Mastermind Day 1 is up, all about cash flow. Mastermind Day 2, how to leverage those assets in the infinite game. How to create an infinite system and flywheel that just works for you and compounds over time. Oh God, that's beautiful. Oh my God, that's fucking beautiful, boys. God, if you want to hear more of those sounds, make sure you subscribe to the channel, guys. But if you want to get started and you want to actually make cash flow, again, day 1, you want to get started as soon as possible. You can't make any mistakes. You don't want to make any mistakes. If you're sitting on $20,000 in crypto, $25,000 in crypto, $50,000, $100,000, something where 5 to 10% a month, modestly, 5 to 10% a month would make a meaningful impact and change to your life, click the link down below, book a call with me, and we will get you started to cash flowing the life of your dreams as fast as possible. If you are still sitting in a lower portfolio, if you're at like $5,000 portfolio, listen, you can still learn this too. It's gonna be more effective though for you to keep hustling, get a second job, get more income to stack more assets. Because if you have $5,000, you monetize that, that's still $500 a month coming in. That's fantastic. Learn it, watch my YouTube channel, learn it, dive in, get serious, but also focus on your active income, because $500 is not going to free up your whole entire life. It's not going to give you the dream that you're looking for. Keep stacking, keep working, do what I did, double up on jobs, double, triple down on Bitcoin, be buying it, buy ETH, buy whatever altcoins you like, you truly believe in, learn the game, watch that Mastermind Day 2, learn the game, borrow against those assets, throw those into cash flow positions, and just scale. And when you get to a more meaningful position, if you still need help, if you haven't learned it yourself in the Wild West, figuring it all out yourself, and you still want more help, at that point, guys, when you have $25,000, $50,000 in crypto, to where when I come in and I help you and you're making $5,000 a month, that's meaningful and actually life-changing to you, then click the link down below, come back to this video, click the link down below, book a call with me, and I will help you see the results that you want as fast as possible. Boys, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and if not, I will see you in the next video. Peace out, boys.